And some breaking news coming in now from Kolkata. A 2-year-old boy was allegedly sexually abused at a play school in Kolkata city. The police have registered this case under the POCSO Act. Section 4 and Section 5 of POCSO have been registered against unknown people in this case. Tamal Saha joining us now live for more on the story. Tamal, what more can you share with us?
Well, the last time I was there at the school area, I saw people, police people from Lal Bazaar, which is police headquarters. They were there. They were inside. They went inside the school premises quite understandably to speak with the school authorities. The school principal was there, even though the gate was locked from outside for the outsiders, for media people. The only address that you received from the school authorities so far had been the fact that they have CCTV cameras, but those cameras are not really working, so there is no visual proof of the past 7 days to, in a way, substantiate the denial even that nothing horrific as being alleged has happened inside the school premises. On the other hand, we know the child is still under trauma. On the other hand, we know the child has undergone medical tests, and quite conclusively they had suggested that there was an insertion into his private parts, and the child, even though is doing okay, but still withering in shock and pain at times. The family has lodged a complaint, and the family is equally determined to fight for justice, because even though they believe the child could be too small to even understand what a sexual abuse or alleged sexual abuse means, but many more child could be at risk of these predators if they are not being brought to book. Joining me in this conversation is the father of that little 2-year-old child. To begin with, yes, I'm very angry, sir. I'm disappointed, I'm angry, and I can totally share your pain, the agony you're going through. Our heart is with the child, and we are there with you in your fight for justice. But tell us something. What did your child tell you after he came back home? I believe he had first spoken to his mother.
Yes, but he should have spoken to his mother, but he was in such shock that he was not speaking to anybody. He was just crying the whole day, and he was just telling that, call my papa, call my papa. So I was in office that day, but I mean, frankly speaking, the start happened like he was crying. We were thinking that it might be a indigestion or something like that might have happened, and that's why he's crying. We contacted the doctor, and then we thought that the doctor said that wait for some time, let's see what happens. But till, I mean, the day started, I mean, the afternoon, after the afternoon, in the evening time, he was suffering from huge pain suddenly. And then when we started cleaning his private parts, checking, because he was showing his private parts.
He was not comfortable.
He was not comfortable. So while checking, we found some blood stains. And that was it for my wife to understand that something might have happened, though I was not very sure that this kind of thing can at all happen in human era. It took me some time to understand that, but while it was night when I came back from office, he was still suffering from pain. The next day morning we tried and met a doctor, local doctor. She suggested that yes, something might have happened. You should visit the school. We visited the school, and as you say that school has denied that. They are telling that for the past 7 days they did not have any recording. That's really shocking for me, because we as parents, we send our child to school after checking the security things. But if this thing has happened, it is a major miss from the management, school management. Then obviously when we understood that yes, we don't have any CCTV camera, we visited the doctor again. The doctor suggested yes, you should go and lodge an FIR. We lodged the FIR. Now police is in inspection. They have really helped us yesterday. The medical inspection has already happened under police supervision, and they are working towards finding the guilty.
Okay. Well, the school management, they have not tried reaching out to you all.
They tried till 3rd, but when I denied to talk to them, they after that they did not call me, frankly.
Do you believe that they have been more concerned about their own reputation rather than your little child?
Yes, because when she was calling, I understood from her tone, that that was the major concern. But frankly speaking, I trust the administration, the police. They'll bring justice to me, my son, my family.
I'm sorry if that puts you in further trauma, but it is important for us to understand what did the doctors say, because there are thousands and lakhs of parents who trust these private schools, primary schools, preschools, and they send their children with absolute trust. What did the doctors say? What actually possibly had happened?
Uh, Doctors are professionals, so they do not want to maybe tell us the actual medical terms, but they suggested that there might have been a possible abuse, and we can go and file an FIR, as we do not know who actually has done it, and now it is the police who will find it out for us.
So you're willing to take this fight forward?
Definitely. I mean, not only for my son, for everybody. I mean, there are many students, studying in that school and the other schools as well. And how can this thing happen in a modern society where we tell that we are civilized? It is absolutely not good, and I'm ready to take it forward to whatever thing might to punish the actual offensive person who has done this.
And apologies, I should have asked you this question at the very beginning. How is your child doing now? How is he?
He is in tremendous mental trauma. He is not letting anybody even touch him. Forget about undressing and maybe wiping his body. He's not even letting somebody touch him. He is into such mental trauma, and the biggest thing is he is still suffering from pain. With the doctor's help and with God's grace, I hope he recovers pretty well soon.
He will. He would definitely get well soon, very soon. There you heard a father who had been addressing media questions because he knows it can't be a lonely battle. It cannot be a lonely battle because he knows he possibly cannot win as a lonely fighter, as a solo fighter. He had been talking to media people quite in a calm, composed manner, had been taking all the questions, but from the tone, we can very well figure out the trauma he is going through. It has sent shockwaves across the city, but possibly it has been most difficult for the parents to have seen blood clots so close to the rectum area of a 2-year-old child. The parents are decided to fight for justice, just not for the little child, but for the others as well. But the big question now comes as what would take all of us to trust these private schools, and what these private schools should do essentially to kind of win our faith once again, because time and again we have seen such incidents being reported. In my career so far, I have never reported a case as horrific as this involving a child as young as 2-year-old, but then we have come across similar cases happening inside the school premises, and every time such an incident happened, private schools, government schools have all promised action. They have all promised they would be taking serious action, corrective action, to ensure nothing wrong happens in the future, but then they do recur. So what could be a long-term solution to this? Maybe it requires collective introspection and everyone's participation. At the moment, the families decided to take their legal recourse ahead for their child and for the rest. Back to you.
Absolutely, Tamal, and we can ensure from our side we'll continue to support the family in their fight for justice. Thanks for getting us those inputs and updates. We'll continue tracking the developments with you.